In today's video, guys, we are in Westport, Connecticut, and we are at Roundabout Boutique. We're talking all things luxury, designer, and fashion. Let's go. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. For those who don't know me, my name is Sharon May. I'm a personal stylist and I love all things fashion. If you love all things fashion, definitely subscribe to this channel. And as always, don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when videos come out. You'll be tuned into the latest and the greatest. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are here with Tara from Roundabout. I am so, oh my gosh guys, you don't know, I am so excited for this video today, guys. Tara, thank you so much for agreeing to do this today.
Oh my god, of course. I was so excited when you reached out and I was like, yay, it looks like this is gonna be the best.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Tara, tell us a little bit about yourself and the Roundabout family here.
But I've been with the company a little over 13 years.
Wow.
And my main focus here is the visual merchandising. And I work in the stores, I work behind the scenes, I do a little traveling, you know, I go to New York here. We have a huge warehouse in Connecticut, in New Canaan, where we store all the off-season merchandise.
Okay.
And that's where I mostly am getting the stuff ready for next year. I'm actually getting the stuff ready for spring of next year, which I know is kind of wild for people to think of, but yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's how fashion works. They plan ahead, so you got to be ready.
Yeah.
Wow, so amazing. So tell us a little bit about Roundabout and you know, tell us what is the store Roundabout? Where are we at? What is Roundabout?
Roundabout is a high-end luxury consignment store / closeouts. We take in luxury consignment pieces, as in Chanel, Prada, Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, any high-end designer that you can think of, we take.
Okay.
We also take in bridge lines. When I mean by bridge lines it's that gap between contemporary and luxury. So we also would accept Vince Rag & Bone, Alice and Olivia. We take in merchandise from boutiques from all over the country.
Wow.
And they send their items to us when it's their end of season, And those pieces we discount anywhere from 60 to 75% off retail. And all that merchandise is new. We also work with showrooms in New York City.
Oh, okay.
So they send us all their samples. After all the buyers come through, they send us their samples, and that merchandise is current this season.
Wow.
So what's in the store right now is what's in our store. So we're able to offer events and sample sales. So, we get an influx of, right now, we just got a whole thing of Stella McCartney. So we have a Stella McCartney sample sale. We had a Brunello Cucinelli sample sale.
Wow.
And we've had a Missoni sample sale. And so we have those. We also do events in the store. Sometimes we have local jewelry designers come in, or we have like a Mother's Day raffle. We just do different stuff that other consignment stores wouldn't do. And also other consignment stores are mostly secondhand, but we take both. And we're also very picky and, in taking what we want. We want to make sure that all the items are in pristine condition because we are mixing in with new items. And we also want to make sure that they're current because we're mixing in with new items, that someone's not, going through. A lot of our clients are fashion savvy and they would know by looking at a label that, oh my God, this was from 10 years old, 10 years ago. So we try to keep up with, the fashion trends.
Right. So you would say you specialize in taking both newer items, but some older items, but you look at the labels and make sure that the items is like what?
Yeah, that's correct. But there's always an exception to the rule. There are vintage Chanel, vintage Dior, vintage Pucci, any one of those that come in older Hermes, we still definitely take. Okay. It doesn't have to be, but in other certain lines, if it looks like it's been worn or it's like an older label from like Giorgio Armani, and it's 10 years old, it's something we wouldn't take, as opposed to something that is, that just came out in Armani within the last like 5 years. There's a difference. And not only that, I can look at something and I can tell you that just by looking at it, the shoulder pads or the label, that it's not in trend. It's not what's trending. The fabric's different. It's something that's just going to be looked over and it's going to sit here and no one's going to buy it. Okay.
So you specialize in looking at different items that are in trend. It has to be in trend. It can't be something.
For the most part, all of our customers / clients want trending items. Okay. They want different items, and like even for me, I like to wear different. I love my favorite designer right now is Sakai. Okay. They're a little different, a little off the wall, the way they cut some of their merchandise. I like Samora Shisatu. So there are some people who like more contemporary casual. So we will try to take in that merchandise for that more casual customer. Okay. But then there's also that customer that wants that kind of funky, edgy, like Balmain or Comme des Garçons, Yoji, Margiela. So we're wide open. You bring it in and it's a cool piece. It even can be like a Lanvin piece that's a few years old, but if it's an amazing like work of art, we're still gonna take it. Like again, there's exceptions to everything. If it's just a regular like sweater that maybe is all pilly and it's old, no, of course we're not gonna take it. Right. But we have to. That's why we go through. People will bring in 100 pieces at a time, and we go through each piece and we look at it. Is it in good condition? Okay. Is it impeccable? Does it, can we get, if it has a stain, will it come out? But most of the time, those items do go back to the consignor. Okay.
I think you pretty much answered my second question. How do you go about selecting beautiful items you carry in your store? You talked about the selection process.
Right. Well, it's walk-ins. I would say 50 to 60% are walk-ins, and a lot of our consignors have have been coming for 30 years.
Okay.
They have been with us from the very beginning. And we recently moved locations from this Westport. We were closer to Norwalk, and then we needed more space.
I think I remember that. You guys were further up, closer to Norwalk.
Closer to
On the
Saab,
Post
yeah,
Road,
on
right?
the Post Road,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
we just needed more room. And being here across from Fresh Market, I mean, we have gained so many more new clients, new consigners. Same with our Greenwich. We just moved down the stairs, and now we're right next to a couple other stores, and you don't have to walk up a flight of stores. So we are getting consigners that are like, we never even knew you were here. So a lot of it is our walk-ins.
Okay.
Word of mouth, and then again, it is boutiques and that we choose to take their items, and again, it is the connections we have from showrooms, what we want to take.
Awesome. You talked about some amazing designer brands that I don't even know about. Some of them she mentioned that I don't know about, guys. So, talk to us about luxury brands and what's the benefits of having luxury, because a lot of women feel out there that, okay, a bag that costs $1,000, that's a lot of money to invest in one bag. Why is it worth it to invest in that bag? Why is that so important?
The number one thing that you just said was it's an investment. Those bags retain their value. If you obviously I know some people are very hard on their bags, but if you take very good care of your bags, or if you're buying a Chanel classic, a Hermes Birkin, even the Evelyn, any Louis Vuitton bag, the Neverfull, which everyone is always looking for. There's certain Celine bags. People still look for the Phantom, the luggage. They retain their value. You are buying something which is an investment that you, if in the future you choose to resell, you can. Also, those items are going to last longer. They are made like hand stitched in factories. They are made to last. As in the clothing, some of them are made in Italy, they're made in France, they're made in Germany, they're made in the USA, and those items are going to last years longer than if you were to buy something that was that you could just, I'm not going to pinpoint any store, but like you're buying a fashion thing, you go into a store and a blouse is $19 or whatever it is, $9.99. I mean, you wash it a few times and it could fall apart. The seams are going to come apart.
Right.
I have had pieces in my closet that I've had for years because they last. The cashmere quality on some of these luxury pieces like Brunello Cucinelli, they are not going to pill. Like if I was to buy a less expensive cashmere sweater, because you can get cashmere sweaters everywhere. You can get them at Lord & Taylor, you can get them at nice boutiques, you can get them anywhere. But they will pill. They will, they don't wear as well.
Right.
So that's, I think, one of the benefits. They're an investment, and they're going to last you a lot longer. You're going to get a lot more wear out of it. Also, shoes, boots. Sometimes you just have them resold. I've had boots that I've had for 10 plus years, and that will never, they just don't go out of style.
Yeah.
But because where they were made, you can keep them for years.
Wow. So there you have it, guys. Buy luxury.
Buy luxury. And they're also, because here it's 50 to 75% off retail, you're not paying those huge prices. So,
wow. Okay. So talk to us a little bit about, retail has changed so much due to the pandemic. Right now we're still in the midst of the pandemic. It's changed our lives. I'm pretty sure, businesses are feeling the effect. How has Roundabout handled with the pandemic, and what are some ways customers, they're accommodating their customers with the pandemic going on?
Okay. We were able to open on May 20th of this year is when we got the go-ahead. In the beginning, we had to keep the fitting rooms closed, and we always took everything in the back and left it overnight for a few days before we brought it back out. But not just that, like traffic in the beginning was very slow. But I would say since we have switched over, we have 2 seasons. We have fall, winter, and spring, summer. Since we have switched over, our foot traffic is almost, I wouldn't say it's back to where it was, but it is slowly and gradually getting back to that. Also, we have a huge online presence.
Okay.
Huge. We have our own website, and we put things up daily. We have multiple people putting up things as fast as they can and as fast as the items come in. So if you can't get to a store, and I think one of your questions was, you have to live in Connecticut.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Not only do we have the stores in Westport and Greenwich, we also have a store on the Upper East Side of Madison Avenue, but we are online. So we have our own website, as well on other platforms. And so sometimes people will be like, oh, I saw this on your website, where is it? And just because I'm in all the stores, I'm like, oh, that's in our Madison store. But you can buy anything, and everything's, not I want to say everything's up there, but we're working as fast as we can to get the merchandise up there so that people who can't come in or don't feel quite safe yet to come out. Also, something that we do now is we do FaceTime.
Oh, wow.
You can shop
Okay.
FaceTime with us, especially if we are getting a line from a boutique, or if we're getting showroom samples from a certain showroom, or someone just lives out of the area and used to live here, and they're like, oh, can you just, we know what they want, you know, can you just I'll pick out 20 pieces and this is what we have, you know, and walk them around the store. So that's something a little bit new to us. I mean, we've always offered it, but I don't think people, you know, really thought about it. So that's something I don't think a lot of resale stores do. But and also one thing I just want to add is upcycling. I don't care what you call it, upcycling, recycling, pre-loved, sustainable fashion. Hashtag sustainable fashion. That is trending. People, it's not only it's you're recycling and you're you know what I mean, you're buying something that's already been out there,
Right.
but you know, it's just great though. I mean, to go in there and be like, you know, this is, yeah, so it was and we like to say pre-loved. It was pre-loved.
Yeah.
And it was.
It was,
My
yeah.
stuff that comes here in consignment, it was pre-loved.
You mentioned that people can put. Let me correct. Did you mention that people can put stuff up on the website? Like if they have something and they can't get to the store to consign, can they put it up on the website? Like show pictures, or how does?
No. If a consigner, someone who wants to consign with us doesn't live in the area, they can ship us their items.
Okay.
The items that we don't want to take, we will just ship back to them.
Okay.
Or they will email us pictures of what they have, and we can just tell them like right off the bat it's not for us. But as for them putting it up on the website, no.
Okay.
We choose the items that go up on the website, and it's usually your higher end types of stuff. But we have everything, and we have, you know, Allison Olivia goes up and sells very well on our website. There's some rag and bone pieces that sell very well on our website. But a lot of people, they do go on there for the Gucci. They go on for the Fendi. They go there. That's what they're looking for.
The number ones.
Yep.
The number one designers.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And those also changed, like trending. I mean, I remember one year was all about, we were talking about the Fendi Monster, which his little microphone looks like, and that was the hot thing. And now it's Gucci and Fendi. I mean, not like Chanel is timeless, Hermes is timeless,
Yes.
Louis Vuitton is timeless. But I remember the Celine, when they brought out that Phantom bag, like people kept calling, do you have it, do you have it, do you have it? Now, you know, like no one really asks about it anymore. So everyone's like, they want a little camera bag. You know, it's just whatever celebrities are carrying.
Yeah.
Whatever they see in the magazines, and that's what they kind of, I'm trying to think of the word. they gravitate towards.
Right.
Me, on the other hand, I like the different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and everybody's different. I like something a little bit different that not everyone is carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just bought a Givenchy Nightingale, an older style, but I love it to death. And you know, but when I get sick of it, I know that I can bring it in, and
Mm-hmm.
if I keep good care of it, I can consign it
Mm-hmm.
because the value, luxury piece, it it has its value, and I can get money back for it if I choose to sell it again.
Right.
Because you get tired of your bags every once in a while. They're tired of your wardrobe, and you spent a lot of money on these items,
Mm-hmm.
and you can just bring them back here and put them up on consignment. And what we were talking about before is we have a lot of our clients are also consigners, and we mail out the checks once a month.
Okay.
I've worked here 13 plus years. I think I've gotten one check because, and I'll explain to you why. You can wait and get the money from your check, from your item they're items that sell, or you can use the money on account. So recently I sold a few items that I put out for fall, and the first thing I think of is, what am I going to buy? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even wait for the check. I'm like, there's this I have my eye on. And so instead of like using money that I'm making in my paycheck or whatever, I just wait until I sell something, and I can buy something new. And I think that's great, because I don't think a lot of consignments or resale stores offer that.
Mm-hmm.
We also offer layaway. So if you are bringing, you want to buy some bag that's very expensive, you just put a third down, and we give you a certain amount of time to pay it off, and it's yours to keep.
Wow.
And
Layaway, guys.
Layaway.
Still exists.
Still exists. I mean, there are a lot of other people who do it, but we still offer layaway, which is another benefit that a lot of other, not just resale or consignment boutiques, but just stores across the board in general do not offer that.
Right. They don't. No. And so, did you mention that you guys, do you have a wish list? Like, if there's something, because I'm looking for a couple of things, guys. So.
Okay. We technically don't have a wish list.
Okay.
If we have a client that is looking for a specific item for an event, like a mother of the bride, or they're looking for flats or things like that, I'll take your name and number if you're looking for not something that's Chanel, Prada, or Gucci.
Okay.
I and the owner, and we feel that it's just not fair.
Okay.
If I was to take the names of a wish list for everyone that wanted a Chanel classic bag, the line would be a mile long.
Yeah.
Same for when Birkins were super popular, when it hurts to say, the Kardashians were carrying them around like, in every color, every day they had a new bag, but people would call and ask, and, oh, can you call me the next time you get a Birkin in? We feel that it's kind of a first come, first serve to that aspect. And if you say you're looking for like a Givenchy or an Alexander McQueen that isn't trending or isn't as popular, or then of course I will call you. If I know that I just got let me think, like something like an older, like the Peekaboo Fendi that was very popular for, I'll call you. But it's those certain bags we feel it wouldn't be fair, because number one, they would never hit the floor, and certain clients would be like, why bother going to that store, because all the good stuff's going to their good customers. They're gonna cater to who their friends are or whatever, and that's not what we want to do. And also, it's good advertising for us, because someone might come in who's never shopped here before and come in and been like, oh my God, they had a Louis Vuitton, they had this blah 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 Chanel, they had this, and they tell their friends, and their friends come in and, can I take a picture? Go ahead, help yourself, send it to your friend, and can you tell me the prices, dimensions, anything you want to know. Or I'll just say, you know what, it's up on the website. Any information that you want to know, it's right there.
Okay.
So in those types of instances, no, we don't do a wish list for that. But on certain things, yeah, we will take names and numbers for people who are looking for certain things.
Okay. All right. And the last question I just want to ask, guys, is what else would you like the viewers to know about Roundabout? What sets you apart, or what would you like them to know?
What sets us apart? One thing that we are offering now, which is very new for us, is it's called, I just want to make sure, it's Entropy.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've ever heard of this. It is, we actually just started doing this a few months ago, and it will authenticate your handbag 99.9%. So if we have a bag in here, and even if you find the stamp in the bag or the little Chanel hologram, we will take the bag. It comes with an authenticity certificate.
Yes.
Which we will bring back to the store. If you're like, look, there was someone who was looking at a Louis bag, and she's like, "Are you sure this is real?" And it's like, "No, we'll just take it." It takes 24 hours for them to put it into the program to get the authenticity, and there's a certificate that comes out.
Okay.
If you want to buy the bag and you want the certificate, yes, there is a fee to purchase the certificate, because it does cost money for us to do this.
Yeah.
It's a business, and
Yeah.
we have to pay for the service.
Right.
But if you're questioning something that you bought somewhere else, online, or a bag that you have, you can bring your bag, not even something that you bought from us, and we will authenticate it for you.
Wow.
We will say, yes, it's real. If you want the certificate, yes, we'll print it out for you. You'll pay the fee. But we'll just say, yeah, your bag is real.
Wow.
So we offer that.
That's
I
like that.
I would just say, overall, it just the turnover. If you're a consigner and you're wondering, are my items going to sell? I was explaining, we have 2 seasons. We have a fall, winter, and a spring, summer. If you bring in your items for sale at the beginning of a season, and the earlier you bring your items in, the better chance you have of selling it at full price. We have at that point, we would have a 90% sell through, and a lot of consignment stores mark down every 30 days. We don't do that. We wait till the end of the season, and then we start to do your mark. We'll have today we're offering all dresses 20% off, all sweaters, cashmere sweaters 20% off. We'll have an event like that, and we have a mailing list. We send out emails like most companies do. We also offer a reward program, and for every dollar you spend, you put it in the rewards. The more rewards, the more points you accrue. You build up to, you get 10% off any one item, 15, 20, and 25. So if there's a bag that you've had your eye on that's a lot of money and you didn't want to spend it, there mostly are no exceptions. There are a few exceptions, because certain consigners are like, I do not want my bag to be reduced. I'm only giving you this bag because this is the price we agreed on. That's a tiny percent. But you can take that 25% and take it off that bag before a sale ever even starts. Also, at the end of our seasons, we have a blowout sale. And when I'm telling you, customers anticipate for this, because we just had one where we actually rented the space, a store space down. We did it in Greenwich too. At the very end, huge space. It was 75% off. Our already reduced merchandise, end of season. Last day was 85. I was in there buying stuff.
Why didn't I get a notification?
Don't you how you on our email? You have to be on the email to get these things. So
definitely, you gotta be on the email.
When you come in, you have to get on the email. That's the most important thing. If you're our consigner, you are not on the email. You are just just on the consignment. If you are in the reward program, again, you're still not going to get that. But to get on that email is really important. And these customers really look forward to this. I look forward to it. There's one item that you're looking at, and it's going to go finally 65% off, and it's already reduced 65 to 75% off retail. I mean, you're just getting it. I don't want to say next to
Deals,
nothing, but
deals
it's
on
deals,
deals on
deals, deals. And a lot of this merchandise is new, you know.
Wow. Can
and
you
it's
tell
just really
them
great.
the email? So where would they go to email and to get on this list? How can people out there get on this email list?
If you come into the store, we have a card that you fill out your first and last name. There is also, I'm trying to think what the email is.
We can put that down below.
Let me think about that.
In the description. We'll put that in the description. Don't worry about that. I got you
I
guys.
mean, there's Shop Roundabout, but that's for our website. And then there is, I mean, you can always email.
Can they go on the website and
They can go on the web. I think you
Okay.
can go on the website, and there might be an area you can send, a message to say that you want to be on. But there's also, if you're a consignor, you want to know the status of your account. It's on. We always give a copy of your receipt. It has the entire consignment contract.
Okay.
You can also find that online. You can find on our website designers that we take. Not everything is listed, so if you have something that's not on there that we've never heard of, because people do shop abroad, we sell to worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
We've sent things to Australia,
Wow.
Japan, everywhere.
Okay.
But you would be Roundabout D like dog, C like cat at optimum.net.
Okay.
And you can let them know that you want to be put on the mailing list,
Okay.
and the person who works in the warehouse will get that information.
Great.
So,
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much again.
thank you so much, Sharon, for coming. It
Thank
was
you.
a real pleasure having you here.
It's been a pleasure being here.
Thank
guys.
you.